Alright, hello. Gonna have to move on already. I was just also trying to see everything going on with the stream, but I think I'm gonna have a bad connection today. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to join already. So for those who are just joining, we're gonna have the first duel. Francisco against Token. So today it's going to be SEM versus Infinity. So Francisco is on the bottom, and then on top we're gonna have Token. And yeah, good luck to both teams. Today is only going to be me starting yet again as a caster. Alright, so I also forgot to change one name of the team. Wait a second, I've seen that. Oopsie daisy. Okay, info team 2. No, that's not it. I just have one thing to modify and I've seen that. The name of the team below is not Draw Sense, it is Infinity. Alright, things fixed quickly. So first turn going to go for Francisco. Has the good beginning and very much classic turn where he gets all the drawings. And he's going to be opting for Musashi to then be doing the Burrito using the Karakuri Gamma Oil. Alright, decides to special summon Nisamu. No, it doesn't matter if he had Nisamu in attack and then switches to defense, because when it is attacked, it doesn't change the position. It only works when you attack him. Let's say, if Nisamu is in attack position, he switches to defense. But then if the monster is already in defense position, well, even if he is attacked, he won't change the position because that's the effect that Nisamu has. Alright, Cashin is going to be activated, which is going to stop Shiranui, and there's no answer on Token's side. No, Token is going to be able to answer with the staples, and if he sets 3, he's not in a bad position. But he opts for 2 face down. Cosmic Cyclone on the middle is going to banish the Ballista. No, he really needs... Well, he needs a way to save himself because there's a lot of problems here. 4 cards in Francisco's hand, plus by switching the position of one of his monsters, Burrito's effect. No has 5 cards. And even worse is going to be that if it's not like a good defense, like a mirror wall for example, or even a wall of disruption, he's not going to be able to stop it. He must need to use a Sphere Kariba for example, which is one way of saving yourself. But I think with the looks of this, that might be lethal. So battle phase is going on. So Burrito attacking first. And there's going to be the second Ballista. That is going to be it. Completely blocked. Shiranui is going to be losing the duel, and the first point is going to go for SEM. I have the impression that I'm trying to wake up today. Quite crazy. So there's one deck left on Token's side, and the question is, are they going to go for an early repeat or not? I'm not quite sure, especially against Karakuri, that they might go for a repeat, so we'll see what they decide. No, I slightly forgot one thing. I'm gonna have to take a new habit, but I mean, for today's game, it doesn't matter. This is just personal. Now, one thing to notice, which I indeed forgot, it's about the two teams and the kind of score. So SEM has currently 1 win and 2 losses, while Infinity has only 3 losses here. So Infinity is not in a good place for the moment, but let's hope that they get a win at least. And thank you very much, Nougat, for the follow. I've seen the notification. Appreciate it. But yes, we can still see Infinity coming back. Okay, I think they began the duel. So I'm gonna try to be attentive. I'm also reading Discord. Alright, here we go.
Duel.
So first turn is going to go yet again for token. No repeat. They're going with the second deck, which is going to be a Black Wings. Now he does not begin with a Simoon. Could be a penalty, but it might be enough if he has enough cards to be able to do the plays. So he's gonna have the Gale first of all. Yes, indeed, June. It is SEM against Infinity. Hello, hope you're doing good. I also forgot to change one of the scores. Okay, so where it is. Raikiri in defense and 1 set card. Not even in attack for some reason, which quite surprises me. Now I know he's trying to avoid the battle damage, but putting a Raikiri in defense is not something common. Unless you may have Obsidian Hougjo, then you decide, for example, to put in defense Raikiri. You could do so if you want. So first of all, Francisco is going to be normal summoning Ninishi. Is there any response to that? If he answers right now, he could get rid of Ninishi and then there's no more plays from Francisco. He's gonna have to set some cards and then pretty much end the turn. He's fearing an Odigate probably. Well, no, Francisco was just... I mean, thing is, right now it completely blocks Karakuri. Offerings to the Doom is going to get used. Normal summon has been done. Normal summon of Ninishi. And it got destroyed because of the offerings to the Doom. So now Francisco is going to have to rely on the staples. He doesn't have a choice. Plus another fact is going to be the cards that Token has in hand. No, I know one of his cards is not a Simoon, so... I'll have to see what happened. I mean, what happened, sorry. Okay, 1 set card. 2. Looks solid to me. Cannot draw sadly because of offerings to the Doom. Then he is gonna have to try to do Chris's effect right now, hoping that he can draw a monster. So everything depends on what Francisco has in the back row. Now the common back row that we see with Karakuri is generally going to be cards such as Karma Cut. I don't think we see really Raigeki Break that much, but it will be played. There's also Gennady that is played. These are, I think, the most common staples, especially in Karakuri. So the thing is, if he has a Karma Cut, he is going to be in a good position. But I think he is maybe trying to save it to a Raikiri, which he could potentially get rid of as well. I'm not going to lie, I have no clue in this position here. Okay, so he does have the Karma Cut. And he's going to do it on Chris. Goes and discard the cash in. Oh, maybe that is because he has the offerings. If he has offerings, that might be something he doesn't want to activate. But then no answer. So the only card that was active on Francisco's side was a Karma Cut, so that is potentially a cash in that is already set. If Francisco has any monster that he can normal summon, he is going to be taking back the game. And he does have a monster, and it is going to be a Nisamu. Oh, he had Cash. Might be a hard choice, but I think because of the card that is set, he might be fine. Though it's going to be... No, yes, it does counter, because since there is Peak Performance, which is the skill that token plays, it doesn't have level reduction. So things are going to change a bit. Now, of course, the positive thing is that he's about to negate the effect of Raikiri. And I think that's going to be it. It was an offerings to the Doom and not cash in. So he waited to see the card that his opponent is going to be drawing, and okay, oh yeah, I think that's the end. No, that is the end actually, because Nisamu, even if it is in defense, he has another monster. And he was quite in a pinch in this position. Yeah, he cannot special summon, I think. If he doesn't have any other Black Wings, which he has a Gale, and the fact that he drew a Gale, he doesn't attack as well. Doesn't attack a Nisamu, so was clever, because if you destroy Nisamu, you can get to special summon a Karakuri, so they're going to be special summoning Minishi and allowing plays. The one thing that I want to question myself is why did he not get... Oh, okay, he doesn't play Harmattan. He will need to get any other, like, Orochi. Ah, that is tough. Ojos rojos, no, la verdad, Peter. No, no es tan bueno, la verdad, si eres free to play te lo puedes hacer, pero no lo veo como un buen mazo. Es un mazo que vas a ir hasta leyendas, sí, pero luego ni siquiera rey de los juegos, y para hacer los torneos tampoco es muy bueno. Lo mejor es que te vayas focalizando en los mazos meta, que los puedes encontrar en Duel Links meta, porque generalmente te da una idea de los mazos que de verdad son como sólidos. Y el mazo de ojos rojos es como que vale, tengo un turno 1 que está muy bien, o turno 2, pero luego ya está, generalmente tiene muchísimo counter, y cualquier mazo le puede vencer a los ojos rojos, porque lo único que tienes que hacer es de jugar contra la fusión. No, no vale. Ojos rojos no es un buen mazo como se piensa, es como el mazo que te da free win en general, pero luego sin más. And I'm going to go back in English. Sorry guys. Yes, I do speak Spanish for those who didn't know. So second point is going to go yet again for Sam, making a comeback. Because he drew in a Shichi and then gets the Kunamzan and gets pretty much the combos. And we're gonna have Token that has to leave the table. That's how it is. So Token with the second loss, and on the other side, Francisco with the second win. So far, Seb with the lead. So I'm going to try to see who is going to be the next player as well. Ah, soy nuevo y no sé qué mazo comprar. No, la verdad, si eres nuevo, no te voy a mentir que es difícil. Porque muchas veces lo que pasa es como que después de una banlist es más o menos fácil de un poco saber qué mazo quieres. Porque digamos que cuando tienes una banlist que aparecen cada 2 meses, la idea es que... ¿Cómo te lo digo? Hay cartas que van a tocar, que van a como hacer que los mazos o el mazo en concreto sea como menos bien. Y el otro caso es como que tienes como una visión, sabes un poco cuáles son los mazos que de verdad son meta. Y ahora la gente generalmente para una tier list se basa en una página web que se llama duellinksmeta.com. ¿Por qué? Porque hay gente que hace muchísima competición o gente que se conoce en TCG y luego saben un poco los mazos que son buenos en Duel Links y te van diciendo cuáles son los buenos y cuáles son los mazos. Va un poco así. Konbanwa. Yo, FB has been a while. Hope you're doing good. Well, you know me, I speak 3 languages and I'm still planning to learn Korean someday. It's going to happen, and why Korean? It is because of the people that I met inside the Duel Links community, and because I really approached Korean streamers, which also for the fact that I'm going to participate in like a Korean league, I'm hoping that I get to learn a bit of Korean at some point. It's gonna have to be something I got to learn, I'm not gonna lie. Hope you're doing fine, FV has been a while. I sadly cannot play that much Mario Strikers nowadays, and same for the Wii. Like, I don't know, maybe during our holidays I'm going to be able? I'll have to think about that. And Komara, thank you very much for the follows. Really appreciate it. Man, I'm sometimes speaking so bad, apologies for that. And also, very sorry for the mic, but for anybody who's here, I'm gonna have a new mic pretty much on my birthday. So the voice is maybe going to change. I'm gonna have to find a good mic, and then I think it's going to completely change. I'm kinda thinking about trying to learn a bit of Japanese. Yeah, so the thing is, I started learning Japanese from school, from college, and I was like, I have the basics, and I'm also still learning it at college, so it's going to be a language that I keep in mind. But I do have wonders if I shouldn't learn Korean first. So I'm having a bit of doubt, because Korean, let's say, the characters are easy to learn, but to speak is like sort of different. It will go like that. Also, I don't know. I'm actually trying to think if the next player is here, which I don't think so. So let me just verify 1 second. And do I have... Well, I'm gonna have to set up this. Oh no, I don't need. I forgot. I can do just the preparing next match to verify that. Yeah, Striker has been fun. Loss has happened, but also a bit quiet. Yeah. Not going to lie that the only things I knew about like Mario Strikers is especially there has been some problems between French players and Joker as well, which I think is quite sad, but you know, at some point that's how communities are. And I'd say it is... I mean, I still like the community per se, because at some point there's no perfect community. And I'm still fine, I really love the Mario Strikers family. And it's going to be a game that I decided to not play competitively because of how many games I'm touching at some point. And for the fact that Duel Links has been truly the game I was competitive in. So second time shall be working. Third time. Alright, we're joining. Everything's fine. So we're gonna have the next player from Infinity. It is going to be insert. And he's going to go with Mako Tsunami, so it's going to be Crystron. First turn is going to go from Francisco yet again. He's going to have a lot of upper hands. Top decks in Ashichi. Already a good start for him. You'd be surprised what happened regarding that. Yeah, I mean, I had a server that I created between like some French Mario Striker players, and they quite told a lot of stories. They even talked about, oh god, insult. Oh, I'm glad. I'm very glad about that then. Very glad, not going to lie. You don't want to spoil. Well, you can DM me about that then after as you wish. But yeah, like there was a time that has been tough for everyone, and I've seen that. Which, you know, it's indeed hard to like make things go well at some point. I mean, I'm already like enduring anything that happens sometimes in Duel Links between players. They like themselves, they don't like themselves, they hate each other, and there's always going to be any side of jealousy or any side of hatred, no matter the game you play. And Duel Links is very much in that kind. And I think we can already notice that be in any kind of league or any kind of tournament. Like you can see, for example, Team Wars right now. Of course, there are going to be some teams that hate between each other, that maybe they don't want to fight against their enemies, for example. Same for Clan Wars. At some point, we're humans. So yeah, that's like the kind of vibe I had, or like what I felt with Mario Strikers for some time. But I'm glad that things are like okay right now. That's definitely good, because I mean, Mario Strikers is a game that first of all is underrated, second is very fun. So that's how it is. Now, so far, good beginning. Self-Near discarding Thicevern, which is going to begin the combos of Crystron. No negation so far. No things might happen in here, but if he negates the price yordle, he's not going to be in a good position. Especially if you have, let's say, if Insert is able to normal summon, that will be bad for him. Salut à toi She-Wolf, comment je peux débuter le jeu? Pour le coup, l'idéal c'est que tu regardes vraiment les tier list, tout ce qui est la méta du jeu, pour te faire une idée de quel deck va t'intéresser ou comment est-ce qu'un certain deck qui est considéré méta se joue. Le problème c'est que des decks méta, ça va prendre du temps, tu as besoin de beaucoup acheter de cartes et de vérifier que voilà tu as celle-ci, ou que la majorité des cartes, elles sont pas toutes payantes ou qu'elles sont pas dans des boîtes un peu éparpillées n'importe où. Donc faut regarder ce point de vue là. Et ensuite te dire, voilà, ce deck là il m'intéresse, j'aime beaucoup sa mécanique, j'ai envie de le faire. Et de plus, il n'est pas si dur à fabriquer. Si jamais tu as un deck qui te plaît beaucoup mais qu'il est cher, tu peux très bien le faire, il n'y a aucun souci. Moi personnellement j'avais fait comme ça au tout début du jeu avant de me mettre sur le compétitif aussi. Donc à un moment donné je dirais c'est un choix personnel, mais pour cela il faut s'informer de la tier list du jeu. Et pour cela tu vas sur duellinksmeta.com. Et c'est dessus que tu vas trouver toutes les informations sur les tier lists, sur les cartes, dans quelle boîte elles se trouvent. C'est une bonne référence pour un début, pour tout le monde. C'est le mieux que tu puisses faire, She-Wolf. I'm actually quite surprised, so... Wait, he has done Price Hurdle, so the effect goes through. There's no caching that gets activated. Price Hurdle destroys Umi. Destroying Umi and the card doesn't get banished is very good for him. Then after that, he gets the side tree, normal summons Genix Undyne, and now he has a whale, Citadel whale that is in the graveyard. That is huge. That is actually huge. Oh, by the way, lol, we played Ranked recently during a Hot Friday. Was my suggestion actually, and people enjoyed it. Oh, late. Yeah, Ranked is like, I remember people were like, oh, I don't like Ranked and all, but like in Mario Strikers it's fun. Even if there's like the point system, I do still think it is challenging at some point. It's very fun. I really enjoyed it. Or maybe he's thinking if he wants the Citadel Whale? I will guess he does want to, unless... No, he cannot do the Black Rose because... Reason is because of the Brass Turtle. So Brass Turtle, the turtle, has an effect that when you use its effect, you can only special summon Crystron monsters or pretty much machines. And that means Black Rose is a dragon monster, so you cannot do so. He's going to go for the Citadel Whale. Alright. Y a pas de souci, She-Wolf. Si jamais t'as des questions comme tout autre, y a pas de souci. Là, je t'avoue que ça me surprend que vous me posiez des questions pareilles parce que c'est plutôt un commentaire de ligue que je dois faire. Ah, ça me fait rire, mais écoute, au plaisir quand même. Is this the version that allows link summoning? No, FB. No, there's no link actually. There's no pendulum as well, so like you have all the special summons except pendulum and link monsters. So the most recent one has been added, which is XCs, and it is a word that people have been waiting for 2 years. So we finally have XCs, but there's not like, and this is going to happen, and that's like quite normal. The XCs they bring are not going to be already meta, and it's going to take a while for XCs to be that good. So what they can do is use XCs as staple, so they can use it on the extra deck just in case, but then it's not going to have any more meaning. Sea Stealth attack activated during the draw phase, which really surprises me. Oh my. Ah, Cosmic Cyclone on the Yumi. Wow. That must have been impatient. Activating on draw phase that early. That is going to hurt him because now he doesn't have Umi, and if he does not have in the deck, he's not going to come back. And biggest issue is going to be the following. On Crystron decks, you do not see more Umi cards. Like, you don't have a second copy aside from the skill that is in the deck. So there's no Umi for him anymore. The Sea Stealth attacks he's going to have in the field are useless. Draw phase. Oh, good. This is a good cash-in, but he goes for the Citadel. Does he have a second one? I believe he cannot. So the Citadel's effect gets to be activated, well, to be negated by the cash-in for this turn. And he has still answer. Wow. I don't want to imagine what is going to go on. Offerings to the Doom, that is going to destroy. Man, this is one of the most interesting draw phase moments I've seen in a long time. A lot of interaction during the draw phase. Everything was done because of the Sea Stealth attack that gets banished because of a Cosmic. Then cashing is here, negating the effect of Citadel well. He could have negated it, technically, but I think he knows that at some point the side tree, for example, will be destroyed. Hence why he decided that he's going to take the L, because it doesn't change much. Tukot said he has an ASMW again in the tap position. And is this going to be enough or not is the question. Let me see what he has as banished cards as well. He has a Theisver, so he could maybe come back if he has any card to special summon again. The first attack passes. He's now attacking with Bure. And I think it's now where he's going to special summon Theisver, potentially. Now that is nice. He's going to get a Theisver on the field, defense position. He could put it in attack if he wants to, but the best would be defense just to prevent from a set jar, because we don't know if it is actually set in the spell and trap zone. No way. This is a godlike duel right now. Wow. Offerings to the Doom, that is going to destroy the special summon Theisver. No matter what, he was cornered, and Francisco is going to take the 3rd point for his team. That was huge. Great interactions here. Wow. Oh, for real, that really surprises me. Amazing play. So I think insert is done. Now let me see if there's going to be any repeat or not. Alright, so what I'm going to do is wait for any decision. And one little thing is that you can prevent sometimes if they're going to do repeat, especially when they stay on the table. So like there's a move where if you quit the table, that means you're changing decks, and if you stay, that potentially means you're going to do a repeat. Just some little signs that you can know when you're watching a tournament or maybe league. That's one of the things that I had to learn. Otherwise, he maybe switch already to the second deck. And is this Shadow Duel? Or otherwise that is me, but I would be surprised if it is the case. Let me try to verify this. Sometimes there's like some errors with the icons, but I don't have any idea. Alright, so good news is that it's not a Shadow Duel. Going for Spectate. Okay, so things looks fine. Yeah, I'm sometimes scared with Duel Links because when you try to join a duel, sometimes it just doesn't want to work. It's just your worst enemy. That's how it goes. And they confirm repeat. Alright, so first repeat is going to go for Infinity. Francisco is going to go for a restart here, but the first one is actually going to go for Francisco again. Yet again, it's going to be so good for him. He gets the Inashichi on the field. Now he draws Kuramzan. So now he gets the Bude on the field, and yeah, going to be the pretty much typical setup. But as usual, I will explain if anybody doesn't know about Karakuri, I will do so. No, with the beginning that he had, he's going to have... I don't think he's having a way to do... Well, he could, but I don't think he's going to have the possibility to do so. But yeah, he gets the Inashichi. So he goes for the Musashi strat. And Karakuri Gamma Oil to then special summon a Bude on the field. Yet again, the crazy thing about Karakuri is how much draw power there is in this deck. Like, it's really ridiculous. Hence why it is tier 1. And it's not even for nothing. Gets back the Inashichi, very good choice. But yeah, most of the times, the card that you're going to want to draw is going to be... And I talk about the graveyard. The one you want to get is going to be Inashichi most of the time. Going to be the turn of Insert right now. Our first Cosmic Cyclone is going to happen. Banishes and offerings to the Doomed. That is a top deck. Second Cosmic Cyclone. That is going to get rid of the second one, which is a cash in. So far, he is in a good position. Insert has the free field. There's not going to be scared once. The best will be yet again to destroy Solfafnir, then he destroy Yuumi. Unless he's looking for another strike, which will surprise me. That's a weird pose, I gotta say. Now, of course, there's going to be like some of the timings when, where you're going to be thinking, destroys Umi? What? That is a very funny order. What is he looking for? So now he normal summons Zenix, or Zenix is going to destroy Solfafnir. Oh, he's going to go for Quarian Gandrox. What a genius. This man is a big genius. intentionally doing so because then he's able to bring Rayon from the deck and do the early Quarrying Gandrax if it's what he's looking for. Doesn't do so, so he has nothing to do. I think he does Quarrying Gandrax. Yeah, he does. Wow, marvelous. Now that was brain play because now in his graveyard he's going to have the Self-Ifnir yet again, but also has a Smiger for the next turn, and it's really going to pay off. And now Quarrying Gandrax does the job, banishing the 2 Synchros, and he is going to banish whatever he wants. Unless he wants to banish from the graveyard and attack the Synchro, because I don't think he needs to carry that much. No, actually he should, because if there's a Karakuri Gamma Oil, Buddha is going to be special summon and he can profit, change positions, gain attack and defense because of the equip card. Doesn't have more cards, but it is still acquiring Gandrax, which is a nice boss monster, hard enough to defeat. Now Francisco is going to struggle, but he has an Inashichi, so potential comeback is going to happen. So right now we're in the main phase. No draw because of the offerings to the Doomed. Well, no, sorry. He cannot draw because of Restart, the skill. I'm glad I'm not making so much mistakes, but I still need to think twice. So I think the text changed, right? No, so the skill is the same, but I think there's like a condition for Restart, which is about the amount of like cards and well spells and traps you have in the deck. Alright, so far no move from Francisco, so sadly no idea what he is about to do. If he has an Inashichi that is on the field, he knows that he's still fine, just to get whatever he wants. Oh, he had an Inishi here. Yeah, he's forced to do this kind of play here. If he has a third Kunamzan, he's potentially going to be fine. And if he plays the jar, he is going to be in a great position as well. So I think with this situation, he's forced to get the Kunamzan. There's no doubt. But he's gonna have to find a way to get the jar. It's really important because it's the one that boosts attacks, which I don't think is going to be lethal, but it still destroys Quarrying Gandrax. So let's see what's going to happen and what Francisco decides to do. So he has a Kunamzan. Kunamzan gets to reactivate. And we know it is revealed from the hand because it's one thing with the cards is that some of the effects you have to reveal them. Right, we have Bude. Bude's effect activates, he's gonna special summon a Karakuri monster from the deck. And which one is it going to be is my question. Nisamu. Alright. Full defense in this position. Full defense. So far Inser has the field. I think if he had a Kunamzan, maybe he could have done something. Self-Ifnir from hand that is going to discard the Christian Impact. He's going to bring a Thisvern on the field. Alright. But he's going to self-destroy himself, right? Yeah, you'll need to keep the Quarrying Gandrax. I mean, I will be very surprised if he goes to destroy the Quarren Gendrax of his own. There are still plays you can do while having Quarren Gendrax destroyed, but I mean there's no point into this position. And yeah, that was a great choice. Great choice. Insert knows what to do. The defense Ninishi, for some reason, defense Ninishi is going to be a big penalty for Francisco, giving the first point for the other team this time. First point for Infinity. Yeah. Exactly. It was absolutely fun. Okay, so 1-1 here. On the other side, it's going to be the first loss of Francisco, and now we're gonna have to see the second deck of his. Yeah, that was weird indeed, Luz. That actually took me by surprise, I'm not going to lie. He misplayed before to do that. Thing is, Francisco had... Well, he was in a pinch, because Insert had 2 Cosmic Cyclone banishing his 2 spells and traps. And what happened is the cards he had in hand were an Inishi, and he also had Inashichi. So level 3 tuner and level 2. The other fact being that he uses the skill Restart, so he doesn't get as much drop power as he wants. And I think he only played 2 Kunamzan, because if he had the second Kunamzan, he would have been fine. Getting the Bureido, switching a position, getting a card. But yeah, he lost anyway, but even more when he has put in defense position in Inishi. Like, he could have survived more. He could have survived more, but he still made the mistake of putting it in defense. Mirror match! Mirror match Christian SSA. Francisco yet again with the first turn here. Now I know he couldn't come back al Pueblo, but I just said that he could tempo a bit more. Oh well, I maybe said it actually. I'm full. I'm actually full. Yes, I said it. You know what, Laws? At some point it happens. Any human is going to do so. We may do big plays, but at some point there's always that one misplay, which is very stupid, very dumb. And even if a player is super good or whatever you want to say, you're still going to do the misplay because of whatever he has right now. So it's very hard. First round player can attack with little monster and then attack with the big. He could have done that as well. He could have gone for that as well. Now the Cosmic Cyclone banishes SSA. Right, Scrap Recycle ascending the Sophomere. I think he has one more card which I missed. Going to check Francisco's graveyard has Rion, Sophomere, Genex Undyne. On the other side we have Cosmic Cyclone, Side Tree and Sophomere. A sort of similar kind of graveyard because of having a tuner that is in the grave. We're potentially going for... I don't think he's going to go for Brionac. And also early Quarren Gendrax is no good, so... That is not going to be fine for him. But he did not use the effect of Tizern, so if he does a Synchro, he could go for the Brionac and try to do the bait. The question is if he wants to go for that strat or not. The thing is, his field is fine, and yeah, okay, he's opting to use the effect of Tizern, destroying level 3, potentially summon Rayon to do the Quarren Gendrax, but I think the early one is not going to be good for him. But if he goes for that, the problem is Scythree. Scythree is going to pick one of the bosses that is anyways in the grave. So the following thing is that he needs to not touch Scythree and the level 3 Gen X Undyne. Then he might be in a fine place. Software Vanilla gets touched. What is the next one? Rion. And now the last one. It is greedy. But he still selected the good cards, and I'm glad to see that. Now he can also profit of using the Wielder on side tree, forcing the Synchro. But he still banishes the good cards. It's going to sort of penalize him. It's going to penalize his opponent because there's going to be an Amatrix for nothing. So now Amatrix forced to use the effect. And that is going to be an end of the turn here. Now he really slowed down Francisco, but it still depends on the hand that Francisco gets. He has 3 cards in hand, and if he has another Self-Near or any way to special summon anything, that's going to be the winner. Now the question will be the graveyard. I don't think he has a Christian Impact in the grave. So he does not. So he has no protection for the Parion Gendrax. Decides to set a monster and end the turn, so we know it's going to be a Self-Near that he decided to set, so really slowing down, but maybe he's fine. Gets the Syvern, now he has the Prisortal, he can use the effect of Self-Near and discard the turtle that he drew. Self-destroys Self-Near. Well, that is going to be lethal potential. I think that is lethal. Now he has the Brionac on the field. Now he just needs to send one card back to the end. He's going to discard the Christian Impact only, I think. That is going to be lethal here. Going to be enough to give a second win for his team. Insert with the second point for Infinity. Now we're gonna have Francisco that has to leave us. And Francisco is here. Alright, so for the scores down below. Alright, so we're gonna have to wait for the next player coming from SEM, also known as Supreme European Monax. Now the greedy Quarian Gendrax is something that can be very, very bad at some point. But if you know which card to banish, you can slow down your opponent. That Quarian Gendrax was perfect. He banished all the cards that are good enough to really slow down the play. The Amatrix was forced, and then he started getting the win. And also having one tribute monster on the next turn, that was almost an easy win, because if you have Brionac, you're actually in a great position to send it back to the hand, and it's going to be game. I do agree that, like, you know, doing early Quarry Gendrax is not the best. For me, I don't think it is the best, but if you know how to play the Quarry Gendrax with the amount of cards in the opponent's graveyard, it clearly changes. It clearly changes. So like the fact that there was 5 cards in total from the field and graveyard, and if we talk about monsters, the Quarian Gendrax had enough to banish the 3 cards that aren't that mandatory. And another thing that I was quite curious was the following. He didn't go for Samurai Destroyer. He went for the Amatrix just to put in defense Quarian Gendrax, so fair enough. Because the usual thing is, if any card is targeted that you know that you're able to do the fusion, you could use that card and maybe do something with it. But yeah, understandable choices in general. Now let me see if the player has joined the table. No. So whenever the fourth player is joining the table, I'm going to be switching to the other screen. So he's joining, and the question is going to be who it is. And we're gonna have Tetsun joining the table as the second player from SEM. Alright, so I think both of them began. Oh no, Shadow Duel. Ah, Shadow Duel. Oh shoot. Oh no. Ah. I just saw Tetsun moving. Oh, that is bad. Wait a second, because I know you said something. You said don't forget to say something before starting to prevent shadow game. Yeah. Ah, shoot. I should have said something. I think I'm gonna have to get this new reflex. I think any duel that happens, I should maybe say it on stream. But then the other issue is the following: like some of the people that do play in the war, some of them aren't like going to be maybe listening to me. Some of them just mute the stream in general. So it's really tough winning. Well, that's how it is. Ah, yeah. Shadow Duel. That actually hurts. We're gonna have to skip this one, I think. Well, it does happen. I don't know if we'll have to show the replay, but I could do so. Because one thing that I do is quick commentary just to see the points. But I think that's one thing that I learned with the referees. They said if a duel is Shadow Duel, they go to the next one. But I think it's also nice because if they play too slow, that's at least my perspective. I should say it because I stream. So what I like is if there's a duel that goes on to wait, you let the players do some plays because maybe it's long. So you have time to maybe catch on the replay. And that will be a thing that I do prefer. Because missing all duels sometimes is sad. So if you can catch this one, that will be fine. I'm talking about the replay we're going to have to watch. And after the replay, we go on the next duel. If it ever is continuing. It also depends indeed on the decks they play. Which I think it should be fine in general. We'll see. Just in case Vinny is going to ping me, well, on Twitch or in Discord. Know why I said Vinny is because he's the man. He's the chat. He's also the referee of the match, so I think most of the decisions is going to be done by Vinny. So just in case, I'm going to do each minute checking if there's not any duel that happened. Or like if the replay has been like already saved, which I don't think it got. So yeah. I don't know if it is. No, it's not the first time that this happened in Team Wars. It's not the first time that we get Shadow Duel. So I think I'm gonna change something. Sorry. Shadow Duel right now. Alright, just going to be making a bit of a change. A temporary title just so people can get to know that this is a Shadow Duel. Also going to say it in the chat. So Shadow Duel going on right now. I'll catch the replay for a fast casting. Then I'll pick their next duel. Now, of course, I'm gonna have to wait for more. So yeah, if anybody is here, feel free to make a break for the moment. That was an unexpected moment to happen. And the sad part is, Vinny said it in the chat, and yeah, no one paying attention. I think they really need to make a rule where if you are about to have like any glitch, and this is the problem, like I feel there's a reflex. So this is dumped out. So there's a reflex where people are like, I don't know, let's say they join the room. They're like, oh hey, I'm joining the room, so I'm going to be fighting, yes, fight. And they say, I challenge, but both players do at the same time. So if both of the players do at the same time, you're going to be stuck. So if you don't want to get stuck, you always need to say any stupid thing like hello, thank you, one more. It doesn't matter which one. You say something just using the bubble, and you're inside the duel. But what happens is the players are just like, they're like going to move to another table. And it's, for example, going to happen like that. They move to another table, so it explains why you have insert and Tetsun separated. And that is something I don't understand why people have not understood it, even if in a competitive level, or why it is not told enough. Because I think it really should be told. For any player, for any team, if this thing happens, both players press at the same time, click on the dialogue. Really saves time for everyone. That's how you get dumb shadow duels, and I see that because while I was like doing some tournaments or like body rating some of the tournaments, I get to see that so often. Ah ben bonjour à toi Nick. En espérant que tu vas bien, là pour le coup, je crois que... Ah je sais... Il y a tellement de gens qui viennent des fois dans mes streams que je sais plus si quelqu'un m'a suivi ou pas. Bah, du coup en espérant que tu vas bien, j'imagine que tu es nouveau par ici. Bah écoute, seul bienvenue hein. Là malheureusement on attend comme des idiots. Et si tu veux comprendre pourquoi, c'est ce qu'on appelle un... Bon après je l'ai dit en anglais, Shadow Duel. Donc en français ce serait duel de l'ombre. Donc là ce qui se passe c'est que les deux joueurs, ils ont un duel qui est... Bah on peut pas regarder. On est obligé d'attendre comme des idiots. Et je vais essayer de rattraper tout ça avec les replays. Donc après voilà, j'ai l'habitude de faire des commentaires de match et tout, donc il n'y a pas de souci. Puis par ailleurs, si tu as des questions, n'hésite pas à les poser. Certes c'est Team Wars qui est un commentaire de ligue, mais j'aide aussi les nouveaux, moi je sais que vous êtes pas impatients. Si jamais tu as des questions, n'hésite pas à les poser, Nate. So far that is quite a long duel, so let me just check. Alright, so they're still in the duel. Wow. Actually, no, I shouldn't do this. I don't know if Vinny wants me to duel him, so I'm gonna try one thing. I know he's not gonna want to duel me, I'm still gonna be presenting here for the memes, for the jokes, while waiting for both of our players. Also, I think, no, yes, I gave the 2 decks for Tetsun. No, okay. Okay, I was just trying to verify what Vinny does. Fair enough. And yo, Razuya, you came in a bad time. This is a Team Wars and there's one sad event, which is Shadow Duel. So I've put it in the title so people know that it must do a break. And that means I can't watch anything. I don't want to do any duels like for content. I think, well, maybe I could. Maybe I could, but I mean, it's going to be meaningless, you know what? Let me just get some rewards and that's it. Alright? But yeah, like basically I'm stuck. Thank you very much for the follow, Nate. Merci beaucoup pour le follow. Là, vraiment, pour l'instant, il n'y a rien qui se passe. J'ai tellement mal. J'ai tellement mal dans le cœur. Je peux pas regarder ces duels. Alors, fais voir. Oui, je suis nouveau, j'ai vu FR, donc je suis venu. Attends, ah oui. Ah, c'est vrai que je l'ai mis dans le tag. Oui, c'est ce que je fais souvent dans les titres. Il y a tellement peu de streams FR sur Duel Links, donc ça m'a forcément intéressé. Excellent langage anglais, by the way. Ah, merci beaucoup. Non, pour le coup... Il y a quand même pas mal de streamers français, mais en ce moment, genre, soit c'est des gens qui sont plutôt gros streamers qui viennent en mode oh vas-y, je vais jouer à Duel Links, et du coup c'est du casual. Mais soit tu peux toujours voir des streamers français, il y en a quand même pas mal. Genre, je dirais t'as au moins 4-5 par jour, quoi. Je trouve ce qui est très bien, quoi. Et je connais des collègues à moi qui sont également français, mais là il y en a certains, je sais qu'ils ont fait une pause. Donc peut-être qu'on en voit moins. Et ben moi pour ma part voilà, je suis plutôt, je dirais, le seul français actif sur Duel Links à commenter des tournois et essayer d'aider les autres. En fait je tourne beaucoup sur du compétitif, quoi. Donc après voilà, je peux aider les nouveaux, mais je vais être en train de parler de termes assez compétitifs. Donc je sais pas si c'est ce que tu cherches, mais peut-être que oui, hein. Qui sait. En tout cas, Shadow Duel qui est toujours en cours, ça c'est dommage. Ah, ah, ça fait tellement mal ça. Ça fait tellement mal, je te promets. It really hurts. So hopefully anyone that enters my stream, guys, join after. Just join after. There's a Shadow Duel right now. But I'm gonna try to catch the Shadow Duel that happened in a replay. So nothing is going to be missed. Even if it's something in replay, I will comment it. I will do the things that are needed. Also, let me verify one thing. The blur is correct. Oh, look at that. Nice. So this is going to be something I'll use for replays. Hiding the hands of the player that is on the bottom position. And that should be enough. I do think I'm gonna. Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to edit. No. I thought of editing the stream because when there's any Shadow Duel, well, I remember one time I did the following. So I went outside the room and I was like, well, let's go ranked. So I started using Dark Word. Then they told me that the next duel began and I was like, I'm gonna catch it. And I just stopped this. Gotta be patient. J'en ai pas vu du tout, je check de temps en temps, t'es le premier que j'ai vu pour le moment. Ah, merci. Bah après c'est vrai, c'est compliqué de savoir à quelle heure certains commencent les streams. Et puis moi, je te promets, je suis random, sauf les week-ends, parce que comme c'est des ligues, t'as l'idée de Clan Wars, t'as l'idée de Team Wars, bah, je vais les stream très souvent le week-end. Donc généralement tu vas voir ça quoi. Après ça dépend peut-être de l'heure où je check, je sais pas. En tout cas c'est cool que tu gères une communauté française et anglaise, ça se fait assez rarement. PS, il y a l'espagnol aussi, Snake. Oh putain, désolé, j'espère que j'ai pas cassé l'oreille. J'étais trop proche du micro, bon c'est pas grave. Et puis salut à toi Yugijo, bien sûr, moi je vais bien, comment ça va toi? Là pour le coup c'est Shadow Duel mon ami. On est paumé sur l'île de Duel Links, on fout rien, on fait que parler. Discussion français, un petit peu d'anglais, pas autant d'espagnol, il y a eu de l'espagnol tout à l'heure. C'est un mélange là, c'est un pur mélange, là c'est vraiment le même. Je me demande si t'as pas les membres des deux équipes qui sont en train de rigoler, je pense pas. Parce que les deux ils sont quand même en train de faire le duel sérieux. Mais je vais pas te mentir, c'est énorme. Énorme ici. Ça fait longtemps que j'ai pas eu de Shadow Duel et ça m'étonne du coup de l'avoir. Et spécialement quand il s'agit de Team Wars. Je sais que j'en ai eu auparavant, mais c'était il y a des mois quoi. Du coup, pour faire simple, on attend comme des idiots. Donc profitez, posez-moi des questions, agacez-moi, c'est pour le contenu et puis moi ça me fait plaisir. Moi j'aime beaucoup parler. Je t'ai follow donc j'aurai la notification quand tu feras des streams. Oui, c'est également par de moi. Bon, t'en fais pas, Nick. Non, voilà, je vais pas te mentir que je sors d'un top 8. Ah, bien, top 8, GG. Top 8 MC Cup, mais j'aurais dû faire mieux, dégoûté. Ah, non, c'est quand même bien top 8. Bravo à toi déjà. Moi, j'ai même pas fait un top 8 de ma vie. Jo, je suis jalouse, tu vois, je suis jalouse et je le dis comme ça parce que Bon, je suis un garçon pour que Nate se confonde pas parce qu'il me connaît pas. Mais non, vraiment, top 8 c'est quelque chose que j'ai jamais réussi à faire, déjà bravo. Si en plus t'es capable de top 4 et puis final, enfin... De toute façon, toi t'es pug, hein, t'es un bon joueur. Ça, y a aucun doute. En plus que je t'avais... C'était en Warphase, oui, en Warphase j'avais pris une de tes games dans la FS. Bravo quand même hein, pour la performance du jour 54. Okay, yeah, I'm speaking a lot French. I'm just taking a bit of like profit, and I must do so. Is that? It's incredible. The duel is going on. I'm trying my best to entertain. Should I add a chat or something next time? I should do so. You know, I swear. Like even if there's this layout, you know what, guys? I'm going to be adding a chat for all the next streams. I'm going to be adding a chat so people can check themselves. Plus. With the chat you can also know if there's like, I don't know, Shadow Duel going on, and then maybe people want to speak, maybe they want to be revealed on the stream. I've seen some of the streamers showing the Twitch chat, so I'm going to start doing so. But one thing is that I know for the next season they're going to like, and at least it's with the team that works on the layout. So as you can see in the bottom, Katarina and Sharon have done the layout. So maybe they're going to add a spot for the Twitch chat, and I think it should be on the top spot, top left. Why? Because one thing I got to learn is the space for the cards that gets to be shown. So let's say I click one stupid card, so Solfafnir, you see, hi, nice, happy, I have the card. You can try to play with the window, reduce it, place it somewhere else, and you can maybe add the Twitch chat. That was like one of the ideas I proposed, because anything else I think is fine. Ok, French time, guys. Je n'ai pas forcément de questions, mais étant débutant, j'ai fait un deck yeux bleus version low cost. Je pourrais peut-être te l'envoyer sur Discord pour que tu me dises ce que tu en penses. Y'a pas de souci, n'hésite pas. N'hésite pas. Hein. Tous les matchs sont en Shadow Game? Absolument pas, Jo, c'est que celui-là. C'est comme El Pueblo le dit. Là, c'est vraiment de la coïncidence, c'est la connerie du siècle. Mais malheureusement, ça arrive. Mais je m'attendais pas et il est long. Il est long. On sait, alors il y a déjà Insert, parce que je pense qu'il vient d'arriver. Insert, on sait qu'il joue Cristron, mais Tetsun n'en a aucune idée. Donc Tetsun, il vient à peine d'arriver. Francisco a fait un 3-2 pour son équipe. Mais Insert qui a pris quand même 2 points pour son équipe, quoi. Ce qui est plutôt pas mal. Donc là, on va devoir attendre. On n'a pas le choix. Mais du coup, je sais pas où est-ce que tu me l'as envoyé, mais peut-être tu as rejoint mon Discord principal. Sinon, bah, je te passe mon pseudo Discord. Comme tu le veux, Nake. Moi, je sais que j'ai mis un serveur à moi. Donc si jamais, tu peux faire ça. Hein. Oh, they finished. Okay, so it ended. Wait a second. So that means Tetsun wins. Alright, Tetsun wins. So I was just checking things. Alright, let me just pull the Shadow Duel filter. We're gonna watch this very quickly because I don't want to miss. It also lets time for the team to choose another player. So we're gonna try to watch what happened between these two. Alright. Finally, we're back. English commentary. Gonna try to be back in French later on. Also, not forgetting the blower. I almost made a big mistake. But we're fine. So Tetsun is having Akiza. Does he play a skill? He plays 21 cards. Alright, I see what kind of duel it's going to be. I'm also going to change the scores because we know what happened. As for the results, you can see that if the player leaves the room, it means that he loses. And if he didn't, that will have been the win for the other player, especially with the results that we have right now. So Insert basically gets replaced. Citadel Whale. Sounds good to me. I'm just going to verify the scores right now. The scores are good, so let me just try to see the duel. So yeah, this is going to be a fast casting right now. So be ready for that, guys. See Stealth Attack being used, alright, so he brings the Yumi. He does it on draw phase yet again, like in the first duel he has done against his opponent. Gets the Prosordo. Scytri is attacking with Ballista. Citadel Whale change. Fiendish Chain. And that was interesting. He destroys the Ballista. I mean, he destroys Citadel Whale out of anything. Prochainement, je pense que la version Caracounter par chasse va nous inonder. Oh, ce serait dégueulasse. Et puis, du coup, par chasse, il va se faire limiter très rapidement. Ça a été une carte qui était déjà horrible. Ils l'ont pas touchée, donc je pense qu'elle va se faire toucher. Amatrix? Why? Why have you done an Amatrix, Renault? That is an easy Sun Saga, friend. That was an easy Sun Saga. Ah. No good. No good. So no Sulfurneer is brought here. Alright, side tree. Alright, attacks the Sun Saga that is going to be protecting itself. So now the Spectre is what is going to happen. Gets the King Hades, has the Gods Key. He is having a great position right now. Everything is going to get countered. It's not lethal yet, but he is in the best position. And especially when you have King Hades countering most of the cards here. Smike gets special summon. He goes for the normal summon. Prosordo. Going for acquiring Gendrax. Wow. So banishing the 3 face up on the field, but then gets Fiendish Chain. Yeah, that is going to be the end in this position. No matter what, it's going to be a free attack. And that is how Tetsun won the Shadow Duel. So let me just remove the blur. We're going to go back in the next duel. Hope. It is? Not, right? It is not Shadow Duel, is it? Okay, no, the next player is coming. So next one is going to be already spoiled. So I also forgot just to do one little thing, which is removing this position, this deck. Yo, what's up? En espérant que tu vas bien. Là, j'ai dû faire un speed comment. Il n'y avait pas le choix avec ce qui s'était passé. So let me just insert Kirua, the next player from Infinity. Let's go. Let's just go inside the duel. Gladly, I was able to catch everything, which is quite surprising. Et ça marche ça, Nick. J'essaie de check ça et puis peut-être te le dire en privé quand même. Mais il est possible que je commente en anglais, donc du coup, back to English.
Duel!
Alright, so let me see. First turn is going for Tetsun so far. And I see that Tetsun plays balance. Goes for the sync for level 6. We're gonna have Samurai Saga on the table. I think he said cause how many? 2. Looks good for Tetsun in this position. We're gonna have a first Cosmic Cyclone yet again. First Cosmic Cyclone in the middle card. It is going to banish a Needle Ceiling, which is prismatic, which is not common. Quite a nice prismatic, I gotta say. Trying to bait by setting down the card, and it's going to be a circle. It draws the navigation. Magician's Rod. Alright, so going for the Illusion Magic strat to get some Dawn Magician. Alright, so he's doing it early. One thing that you could do is wait, but I think waiting now indeed is bad, especially when you're against Samurai Saga. Well, pretty much right. They're going to be using staples such as Ballista, and if it was Ballista, you destroy Rod, and you don't have time to use Illusion Magic, which will be very bad. Second needle one time. Maybe, maybe not, Buns. I think you're actually right. Sounds like it. Especially because there was no timing actually. Which does surprise me. Alright, so banishing the square here, he's gonna have a level 6. Alright, so navigation gets to be used, and he's going to do a bad aim on the circle. But I know he's not gonna care for that, even if he doesn't banish. Level 6 or level 6. Do they want to do the self-destruction or not? Oh, actually wait. I say that, but... Samurai Saga. Samurai Saga is going to set everything in defense. Good choice, having the illusion already on the field. He's actually in a very nice position. Nice, trying to attack to see if there's timing. That was a good attack to try to see if there's any card in the hand or in the field of his opponent. Alright, so Magician's Rod summoned so far, looking for a spell and trap. So now he gets the circle. Circle not destroyed. He lets the player add a card. He's going to add a Nothing Navigation. Wow. So now we're going to have the effect of Illusion being activated. That was huge. Needle sealing. Ay, ay, ay. Needle sealing, I can't believe it. Everything was absolutely amazing. Battle aim that is going to touch the needle sealing. No, he must have a top deck, which I do think he does. Yeah, Tetsun did a very, very good choice. Destroying battle aim to avoid the negated needle sealing. I still think that... I mean, Kira has timing right now. I think he has timing, so let's see what happens. Normally he has another Dog Magician, so we know he has a navigation. He is absolutely fine. There's no spell and trap, so... Oh, the Karma got on the Tuna. Man, the top decks from Kira are... Jeez. Top deck after top deck, I can't believe it. That is going to be game here. Double Dark Magician for the end. That is going to banish the Samurai Saga. Now he has nothing. Tetsun getting cornered. And that is going to be the last measure. Showing one important effect that some people forget. Samurai Saga is still God. That's the thing. So Samurai Saga can target one of the banished monsters, you put it back in the deck or extra deck if you target a synchro. And you change all monsters that has been special summoned into defense position. Which sadly is not going to be enough, because Kira, free field for him, is going to be taking the game. And also very good choice by just getting the two Duel Magicians on the field instead of, let's say, he could have gone for Kaiku, but then if he goes for Kaiku, that will not have been lethal. Unless he gets the Rod. So we're gonna have the third point. Third point for Infinity. Okay, so where is Kira? Kira is on the second line. Trying to update the sheet. And then first defeat of Tetsun. Alright, hello Kira. Actually, let me see any news, which I don't think there is. No, we're fine. Going already for the second duel. Tetsun playing the second deck, and Kira still playing Dark Magician. Ish is a Ishtar. I think I have the impression I missed the player that the tractor that Kira has been using, and indeed it is like Mako the tractor he used. And yeah, today when I say I speak bad, I speak bad. I can't believe it. Disturb your trash. Anyways, first turn is going to go for Kira. Vision Hero. Didn't expect to see Hero at all. So alright, so the player I'm actually going to try to switch because both players switch the position. Let's just make things easier for everybody so people can know who is who. So switch time. Kirua is on the bottom. As for the decks, looks like this. This is the second deck of Tetsun. He's playing heroes, Seal Toms. And I do wonder if he has a Faris. If he does not, he's not in a nice position, I do want to say. Oh, actually, I forgot Shadow Duel right now to just erase it because it wasn't the title for nothing. Anyways. Title change so people do not get to be worried. This is not Shadow Duel. Would love to have said that, oh, this is Shadow Game, but there's no Yami Marik. So I think there's no move so far. All we know is Vian got summoned, and there's the effect that activates his thinking which hero to send to the grave. Alright, he's going to be sent. Wow! Wow, this is the end of the turn? That hurts. That hurts. I can only feel bad for Tetsun right now. That's all I can say. Oh, he's fine actually. Because if Kira had the lead here, that would have been sort of an easy win. Especially because he only summons a Vian, sends the malicious. But now the fact that there's only 2 cards set and no circle is going to be able to play. That completely changes. Yeah, exactly, El Pueblo. That completely changes. Like, both bricked, but like Tetsun is still going to be able to do the best plays right now. Well, I mean, it's not a huge break for heroes, but it is still not a solid beginning, shall I say. You know the thing, Buns. Oh, if he saves Stratos. Nah, don't people exit. I'm doing worse than you, Buns. What are you talking about? Nah, it's fine. Everyone just makes bad things. I mean, they do bad commentaries, and I mean, I'm one of the worst. Sometimes I do very bad calls. Double mask, please. We'll see. I'm gonna say drowning. Is it drowning? Jokes. Anyways, first attack passes, 1000 damage. Is Adoration going through? Is Kira going to let the attack pass is my question. Right, so Canada trying to do it on the Adoration, but there's going to be a mass change going on. First Anki. No answer after that. Oh my god. Buns with the call, saying that this is a second mask. Wow, double mask. Oh, he gets Karma Card. He gets Karma Card. Ooh, okay. Okay. Dark Magician not dead. Also gets Illusion on the field. If he gets any circle, he's in a good position. Now I don't know if Canada is really going to help him. Canada wasn't mandatory, he could have summoned it later on. But he gets the circle, top deck. I can't believe the comeback, Jesus. That was a double mash, but the man just gets yet again the top deck. Circle, circle. Lets Illusion use the effect. Illusion brings the Dog Magician. Special summon. Banishes the Enki. No more mask heroes on the field. Free field for him. I can't believe it. I cannot believe what I've witnessed. Redonkulus. This is quite insane. Score so far is being 4-4. This is really close, especially for run 1. Or I'd say the first half. I actually said run 1, so my bad. But yeah. First half though. First half is very close. 4-4. So far I have no words. Tetsun is gonna have to leave the table. Gonna have to leave the room. And instead we're gonna have Kidua with the second point. So far the man with 2-0. Alright, so we're gonna be preparing the next match. So the next player from SEM is gonna have to join the table. We'll see what is going to happen. Okay, so I think the next player is already on the table. It's Chocola. Okay, so Chocola is on the table. So we'll see where he wants to be positioned. I think he's gonna want the first place. So we're gonna have Chocola here. Top player is gonna have to be Girdua. It's going to look like this. So both have their first deck yet. Checking the scores, everything good. Time to join. First turn is going to go for a Dark Magician. And he's gonna have to fight a Black Wings. Let's see what happens. Alright, begins with a Circle. Circle adds a card. He's going to be adding a Dark Magician. And also has the Rod as a top deck, so now he's able to draw 4 navigation. And classic sets. Gonna be the turn of Chocola this time. What kind of opening do you have? So he's gonna have a Simoon. Early navigation, alright. That might mean he has enough defense as well. Double Dark Magicians. So he's doing so, but like I think he's gonna banish the Whirlwind. There's no point on banishing Simoon, and that will be a mistake, especially because you let like draw power if he has another Black Wings. Banishes the monster though. He's betting on that, but then there's going to be a Bora that gets to be summoned. Does he have a counter for that? He has. He doesn't care. He has a Canadia. Aye. No Cosmic Cyclone. That hurts. There's nothing he can do except use the spells and traps, but that is going to be the end of the duel. Good opening by Kira with the Dark Magician. And if a Blackwing player does not have any Cosmic Cyclone to banish the circle, that is still the end. That's sadly how it is. That's how duels are. Alright, so Kira is going to make Infinity get the lead point, and they get the 5th point. So now Chocola is in a bad position. He's gonna have to think if he wants to do repeat or not, but I think with the matchups, he could do so. It might be possible. Because at some point both decks are relied on luck, but Blackwing still can defeat a Dark Magician player. So I think Chocola is on the bottom, alright. So let's see what is going to be the decision of SEM. Alright, so we're gonna have the next duel. And it's not going to be a repeat. Chocola going with the second deck instead. Doesn't want to play Blackwings, he wants to play his second deck, which is potentially going to be a Crystron or a balanced deck. It is Crystron. Self-Ifnir. Sorry, let me click on this guy. Prismatic, Self-Ifnir. Beautiful. Beautiful. The best Prismatic. Jokes aside, he is going to be discarding Turtle. Amazing discard here. Going to help him out very early in the game. Sort of gives him a lead. Also, I didn't see there's like a sort of symbol here. Does anybody has that? Yeah, sorry, so dumb stuff. Yeah, they have a symbol for Crystron. Interesting. Anyways, he goes for a Coral Dragon early. Coral Dragon turn 1. I'm gonna be curious to see what kind of plays he's going to be doing. Let's see what Chocola has. Normal summons a Smiger. Okay, he tributes himself and is going to bring a side tree. Okay. Looks good for me as a turn. And also has a set card. Wow. Looks like a fine board. Let's see what Kira has. Fake card set. Tries to activate the circle, which gets banished. Only one card set, wow. I wonder if Coral Dragon is gonna want to use its effect. He could do so. Alright, Smiger, using the effect adding a trap from the deck to the hand, he decides to add the Crystron Impact. Normal summons Genix Undyne. He's gonna go for the Citadel Whale, probably. No, goes for Thysfern. Alright. Going for Thizer, so that must be because he wants to add a card to discard it. Otherwise he discards the Genix controller. He does that. The phase down is going to be a navigation. Enough for the Dawn Magician player to put itself in defense. But it sadly is not going to be enough. Because there's going to be an Ametrix. And the Ametrix is going to switch everybody in defense. But he is still getting the illusion. He's fine. Thizer's effect activates. He decides to add a Rose Enix. Going for the level 5 synchro. Now has the Ametrix. Actually enough for the Christian player to destroy the Dawn Magician because of 2100 defense. Sets a card. The set card is going to change things. If it is not a Cosmic Cyclone, it's not gonna be safe. But is it the case? Is it a Cosmic Cyclone what he has? Circle that doesn't add any cards. Bad draw, but he's still going to special summon the Magician. And who are you going to banish? Or what do you want to banish? Now, he goes for a Matrix, very good because he knows he can negate the effect of the spell trap. It's absolutely fine. He's going to be setting one card. Puts Illusion in a tap position. He's going to be attacking. The attack passes through. Coral Dragon's effect activates. When he gets destroyed or sent to the grave, he can add a card. That's a nice bonus. Nice 1 mil. Crushing Impact activate. He is gonna have to negate it. Forced navigation in this position. No, the good thing is he blocks the Cosmic Cyclones that could have happened if he drew it. Now we know he has some Crusher in hand, so there's going to be Soul of Near using the effect. Combo time, decides to discard Rosenix. So if he has a way to do Quarian Gandrax, he is in a nice position. Let's see if it is what's going to happen. Smiger gets to be summoned. Smiger using the effect decides to destroy Umi. He's going to be special summoning Side Tree. Citadel Whale. Alright, going for the battle phase against the illusion. Is this going to be enough? Alright, so now he has the Magician Raw top deck. He's going to be able to add a spell trap to the hand. Goes for the Illusion Magic. Tributes the Rod. Ideally, he's gonna want to banish Umi, I think. So, if he doesn't have the navigation, that's going to be patience. Going for the patience instead, he's going to take it slow to see what his opponent is going to be pulling off. Going for Smiger. Second Christian Impact. Alright, getting a second Christian Impact, so he has a way different kind of play to his own Christian. Genix Undyne is going to be sending a card to the grave. He goes for the other Genix Undyne to avoid any bad card to pull. Going for the battle phase? End phase, no timing, no answer so far. He's going to answer with a navigation. Potentially banish the Umi. And if he does banish the Umi, he is actually in a very nice position. I think that's all he needs. Alright, so now he is actually finding he's able to negate one of the spells and traps that gets to be activated later on. He also gets Magician Rod yet again, drawing another card, adding the third navigation. Now he's going to be attacking and it's going to be game. Kirua yet again getting a point. So far the man is going 4-0. Having a comeback right now happening. So now for the score, Infinity with the 6th point. And Chocola losing the last deck here. So now we're gonna have to wait yet again for the next player that must join. Alright, so let me just fit preparing next match, or not, because I was actually too slow. So Grimjaw is going to be joining the table. Yeah, nice try. Try to leave us. I know you're here. I've seen your name, man. Also, I do think Grimjaw is from... I mean, I know it's from Bleach, but I don't know if it was an Espada. I really have no clue anymore about Bleach facts. So let me just give you the 2 decks. And let's see who is getting the first turn. We see a lot of Mako Tsunami nowadays. He's going to be playing Crystron. Yeah, let's see who it's going to go on. First turn going for Kirua. A first turn Dark Magician sometimes. Well, it means danger. So let's see what's going to happen. No monster has been summoned, but he has the circle. He has 2 face down. It is a Dark Magician field. I think there's no need to reserve. Genix Undyne, sending a Self-Ifneer, and by its effect he has the Genix Controller. Now Self-Near using the effect. Now if he has any timing to react to a Crystron, he is going to be very fine. Now it depends on which card Grimjoe decides to discard. Plus depends on the hand, so it's not a nice, easy position. We'll see what happens. Which card is Grimjoe going to discard? Discarding Thicevern is going to help me out. The Prisortal is one of the best as well. He decides to discard the Rosenix. That sounds good. I guess the Thicevern. If there's any timing, well, it's going to be almost dead. Especially if he has the top deck. Is Kira streaking with DM? Yes, excited. It is the case. 4-0 with DM. 4-0 with DM. So he has fought against a Blackwing, and I think he fought against 2 Cristrons. Yeah, I think it was 2. No, he fought against a Crystron. I think he fought against a Shiranui as well. I'll have to review the decks he fought, but he has fought a Crystron, at least a Blackwing, a Shiranui. But yeah, 4-0 so far. No does the navigation, banishing Thicevern. No Cosmic Cyclone on Grimjoe's C. Yeah, putting the token. And there's timing. There's timing. This is no good. There's timing on Kira's side. He's gonna have something. This man is fishy. Christian Impact is going to be negated. So far, huge luck for Grimjoe's deck. And the worst part is going to be that I think he's saving everything for when he's going to try to special summon any Crystron. And things are going to go quickly bad. That's at least my feeling. Yes. I like that, yes, and thank you very much for the follow, folks at yes official. Alright, so let's see that. Discards the Thicevern, he has to bring the Self-Near. And now with the Self-Near, he's going to be bringing a Crystron, but it doesn't matter what, if he has any way to banish it, things are going to go quickly bad. So now of course he's going to want to summon the Turtle, maybe Rosenix. The idea is that he wants to self-destroy or attack the Yomi, destroy it, and then special summon something. But the problem is, what cards does Kira have? Plus there's the fact that Grimjoe needs a Cosmic Cyclone to at least get rid of something, or just a Forbidden Lance, which is also played in Cristrons. It is a card that is played, but I don't think it is that often used in the SSA version. So let's see what he is going to be summoning. Because so far Kira has a huge lead. Has a huge lead because of the cards, and one of them had a timing, and that's the main issue. He will need protection. At some point, you know, we can do some calls in like some of the cards. If there's, for example, like timing, you could guess, for example, oh well, he has a Karma Gun. That could be one of the things you can think of. And he's gonna go for Self-Near. Trying to bait the opponent with Side Tree. Ooh, no, there must be timing, but we'll see what he's going to do. That is quite a bold move. He lets the opponent do the Synchro. Black Rose Dragon? Wow. He could have gone for a banish. that feels bad. I think he didn't want to like attack the soft near later on, but then that will have been fine because you still banish the side tree, which at some point doesn't matter even if your like Dark Magicians gets destroyed. But if he has enough to do the comeback, that is going to be nuts. He's going to be sending one card. So for Grimstone having the upper hand this time after doing a successful Black Rose. The thing is that I think Kura has a card that is important, which is why he saves it. But I don't know if it's going to be truly worth. That is my main issue. Scrap Recycler gets to be activated. He's gonna have to let it pass. Tysburn gets sent from the deck to the grave. And now we're gonna have Self-50 using the effect. Yet again. Getting this nice profit of discarding the Brachiodal. Now we're gonna have Self-50 years effect activate. You can special summon a Smiger, for example. He's gonna go for Ryan. Sounds good to me. He's gonna want to fit the card back to the hand. I don't know if it is truly worth. Well, I mean, he doesn't play Brionac, he plays Coral Dragon. And some do. I mean, some players do play Brionac, especially if they don't have Coral Dragon. So it technically is fine. The card destroyed is going to be a Cosmic Cyclone. Now with Titan, he gets to draw a monster, and it's going to be the end. As he has a Brush Yordle in the grave, you can banish it, special summon a crystal from the hand. 2000 and 2400, it is enough for lethal. Honestly, tough decisions. He did not want to do anything against the opponent's field. He led through a Black Rose, giving Grimjo a win. And that is going to be the 5th point for Sam. Yet again, close war so far. Pretty nuts. So now Grimjo, let me see where he is. 4th line, he's going to get the 1st point. And about the other one? Kiro getting the 1st loss. So now Kiro is forced to go for the next deck. Already going for the next deck. Duel, sorry. And let's join them. Mokuba Kaiba from BSOD. Retail piece one time? We'll see.
Yeah.
Nothing was activated as a skill. Except the Mystic Depths from Grimjo as he's playing Krisharn as SSA. Summons a Scrap Recycler, sends the Self-50 here, and we're gonna have pretty much typical. Let's go with Grimjo. Yeah. Grimjo is quite a player. We're gonna have Self-50 getting destroyed. Classics. Someone's pressed Yordle, fair enough. Now with Smiger, he gets to draw a trap. And yeah, I think it's going to be typical combos where we're going to have the Scrap Recycler getting tribute. Bite the turtle. Now he can summon a side tree. So having doubts on which tuner to summon between Rion and Side Tree. He decides to go for Rion. Out of anything Rion, I actually did not expect this. The guess will be that if he thinks this is like a lethal game, he will go for Rion, maybe. But if I check the cost that has been banished, it's only going to get a level 6. Gets to do the Insectron. So we're still in the end phase, as we know he has the trap. Question is, does he want to use it or not? If he uses it right now, he's gonna have protection for the Chris Sorens for the next turns. And he's gonna say no. Cosmic Cyclone top deck. Banishes the Canadian. So far he has no protection. I think there's a problem because he's not able to... Well, he could... No, he couldn't. He could have gotten lethal if he gets, like, to a way where he gets the Brionac, but I think he's not gonna have that. So no lethal for Grimjaw. He's gonna have level 4, level 2. Where Xenix is going to be destroying the Insectron. Okay, so now he's going for Quarian Gandrax instead. Going for the Quarian Gandrax. So now he's about to banish the Winda. For some reason I felt that there's a timing, but I don't know from who. The attack passes through, and Christian Impact was face down. Grimjaw is going to be taking the point, and Krira is going to have to go. Yet again, we're back with the draw. 6-6. Here 2-0. Then on the other line we're gonna have 4-2. So each team has 2 players remaining, Grimjaw being the second last player of SEM for this war. 2 players are left in Infinity. We have War God as well as Xanxus. So let's see what's going to happen. So right now I'm just waiting for the next play. I also forgot, I just need to, boom. And also one reminder that I should maybe mention, it is the fact that if you're about to have a shadow duel, do not click on another table, click on the dialogue button. The dialogue button saves way more time for everybody, gives less problems for the war and for the room, otherwise I'm gonna have to check the replay, as well as for the other players. Alright, so there's the next player who's about to join, so we know in advance. I'm gonna have to start writing the name. Alright, he's on the table. We're gonna go for the next one. I mean, the next duel. Alright, so we're gonna have Grimjaw on the bottom. He is playing Crystron. On top, we have MM playing Yusei Fudo. Potentially Shiranui. but it could also be a Karakuri. I think he has a restart.
Duel!
First turn is going to go for Crystron. Turn for Grimjaw. Getting the Scrap Recycler, he is able to send the Sulfifnir to the grave. Now he's going to be using Sulfifnir. Decides to send the Rosenix. And now combos begin. So which card is he going to special summon? Last time he has done Frost Turtle, he is going to go for level 3 instead. Dicevern. Dicevern is going to be destroying the Scrap Recycler. That is going to let him special summon a side tree. I mean, I don't see any point of doing Ryan, especially in this position, so side tree will be the best choice. Alright, one card face down. Now it's going to be the turn of MM, who I think with 24 cards he's playing Shiranui combo, which is something that recently has been introduced after the Gacy Cup and already became tier 1. So for Gozuki that passes through no problem is able to use the effect. He's going to select a card from his deck, send it to the grave. So let's see which one he is deciding to... Okay, he sends Spectre's Ward. The must send card, especially when you're playing Shiranui combo. 2 face down. Card set, and I don't think he's gonna be able to pull more moves, especially because he has like not clogged but just field the field. No, field the field. Actually, the two words sounds very similar. Okay. He's going to do an early synchro, goes for the early metrics, so we know what he has set down. It is what I think. It is not. Okay, it's not what I thought. 2 cards in hand. Going for the main phase. Dicevern using its effect. So I don't know what card he is about to add. He goes for Smiker. He's looking for maybe a Crucial Impact. But now he's able to get a Sulfifnir nice and all on the field. We're gonna have a Dice Seat that gets activated right now. Rolls a 1. Ay, rolling a 1. It kind of hurts. It kind of hurts, I'm not going to lie. Goes for a Cimarroni Cardon, okay. Early Cardon, which is going to be very good. Ooh, no. Gets countered by the Cosmic Cyclone. No, the effect of Cardon is not going to pass through, and it's only going to be the Squire that gets banished, so the effect is still going to be activated. Okay, Sulfifnir's effect is going on, and the Squire's effect also goes on. Yo, Cypher hope you're doing good. So far, very chilled stream. No, I think this is like one. It's not one of the few times. I think I also had like team wars where not so much people just join. It's quite common, and I think at some point it also depends on like the teams that fight. At some point, it's always going to be depending on like which war you're interested in. So that's what it is. So the thing, for example, is that both teams are having like a lot of losses. So like I think the more wins a team has, the more people will be interested into these again. I usually prefer to like watch the ones with a lot of defeats because they always do interesting plays at some point, or maybe they do misplay, which does happen. But it's always full of surprise. That's how I feel. Personal opinion, it doesn't matter. Now he's able to bring the Rose Zenix after destroying a Matrix. And now he is about to do the Quarian Gendrax. So he's going to let him through is the question. Otherwise he will not go for like an early Quarian Gendrax, but I still think he's going to do so. Unless the face down is like another dice hit, which will surprise me. So Quarian Gendrax on the field, banishing for free the monsters. Nothing happens. Smiger's effect activated is going to be adding a trap. And he has the Christian impact. Oh, but that is lethal, I think. Normal summons Genex Undyne. Is it lethal though is my question. Maybe yes, maybe not. I think it is, but I'm not sure. So he's attacking, there's a card that is not activated yet. The attack is still going on. Is it like another dice hit is my question. It is not. He's gonna have Ghost meets a girl. Shirano's story is going to be activated. Now he discard his monster, gets a special summon 1, and it's going to be the tuna. Sets the card. C stealth attack face down, and I think that is going to be game. Yeah, Grimjaw really had the field this time. So now he's going to be drawing a card. Yet again, is going to be having the draw power because the card's in the grave. He has ways to summon, has the press turtle, he also has the size rune, so he has a lot of ways to pull up plays. So intentionally he continues. Actually, did I see a Christian impact? No. So he doesn't have one. Goes for the Synchro level 6, going to be Coral Dragon on the field. No, he goes for Brunak. Alright, the man has Brunak as well. And the face down was a dice hit. And he still gets a 6. Wow. Still gets a 6 out of all the rolls possible. And he's gonna have, I think, to destroy Brunak. It's his best bet. Now C stealth attack is gonna have to banish it to avoid the destruction. And I think we're gonna see no attack from him, potentially, unless there's like a tuner or anything. Well, press Yordle, that is going to be the end. And he had no tuner, so well, that will have been the end for him. And now we're gonna have Seb yet again getting the lead. Sem getting the 7th point. And it's another win from Grimjaw. So far Grimjaw with 3-0 using Cristrons. There's quite some good performances currently. So now I'm going to be checking to see if there's not like any repeat they want to do. Okay, so right now I'm just waiting for the next player, which is why I'm not saying anything. I mean, not the next player, the next thing. So feel free to make a break if you ever need to as well. Not gonna lie, I'm really... Oh, I need to drink water. Yet again. Super Zergling with the emotes. Hope you're doing good. Actually, I don't know if Labot is actually doing a stream or anything. If so, I'm gonna have to raid him. And otherwise it's going to be Pokeni. Gonna have to think. Gonna have to think about that. So far nothing? Fair enough. Let me just see one thing, if possible. Okay, I'm gonna be putting the other animation while we wait, I think. Taking the time, though they have the second deck normally. So maybe if they're not saying anything, if they're not joining the table, that is because of ducts. We'll see if they're wanting repeat or not. I'm not gonna lie, I have no clue so far. If I was in their position, since they have a Christian player that they need to defeat and they use a Shiranui, will be actually difficult to I think defeat it. At least that's my personal opinion. Okay, I just got to know some new stuff. They have a Team Wars for Indonesia. I think I've seen this a long time ago. Wow, that has been a while I didn't see this. Yeah, there's so much Team Wars. There's a lot of Team Wars at that time today, which is quite incredible. Alright, so they're back. Let me just remove this. Go in the duel. And let me see. Not shadow game.
Duel!
Alright, so we're gonna have no repeat. Grimshaw gets the first turn. And we know that there's a Kalin Kessler from MM, which I don't know which deck he is about to play. I don't think it is going to be Infernity. It's going to probably be a level reduction deck. Unless I missed a skill, which I'm gonna verify soon. No. Alright, so let's see what's going to happen. Going for Thyson early, plus the Psychic Wielder. He's gonna be able to get a nice Coral Dragon for the beginning. I think that's what he's looking for. Now we have Brionac. Alright, so he went for Brionac instead of Coral Dragon. So instead of Drop Power, he goes for Brionac. I will wonder why. Maybe he wanted the bonus stats from Umi? Because the monster is a Sea Serpent, so Umi is giving a Brionac. Actually, Brionac is a Sea Serpent? I mean, he has wings. Well, mysteries from Yu-Gi-Oh! Can't say more. Anyways, we have the Solfafnir that is activated so far. Tyson's effect, use the effect to draw Solfafnir. Solfafnir using the effect. Which card is he going to discard? Is my question. He decides to go for Samiga. Now we get the Solfafnir destroyed. Is he going to I think he's gonna have to self-destroy itself. Yeah, he knows. And defense side tree. And that is going to be the turn of MM so far. Alright, 1 second, 2, 3. Ah. 3. So he was about to declare the end phase. Level 5. Amatrix going on. Alright, so far he has 2 Synchros on the field. We're gonna have the effect of Brionac passing through. Is this going to be okay or not? He decides to discard the 2 cards. Oh, they get back to the hand. Draws a Solfafnir. Special summons it. That is going to be game like that. And not the lethal. Grimjaw with the 4th victory. Going undefeated with 4-0. Damn. Damn, maybe he touched the best cards that his opponent had. That is going to be a big hurt. Big hit for Infinity. So there's going to be 1 player left on their roster, and the last one is going to have to be Xanxus. So for that I'm just going to play like that. Let me verify the scores. 6 wins, 8 losses, and then 6. So what is left is that. Alright, current score going so far. Actually, let me listen the audio just in case. Okay, audio is fine. But yeah, I do still think that SEM is going to be able to get the lead from now on, especially with Grimjaw and the Chris Ram streak. But it also depends on Xanxus and what he has. We'll see what happens. Let me just verify the player who is in the room. Alright, so far we're waiting. There's no player in the table yet, which I don't know why. I'm gonna try to get information as well. Okay, so the next player is in the room, which is obviously Xanxus, the last player from Infinity. Alright, we're going for the end. Hopefully everyone is doing fine. Has been quite a long team wars, I gotta say. Has been a while I didn't comment any team wars because I've been buzzed with any other league at some point. Man, has been a long damn time. But hope everyone is doing fine. Hope everyone is enjoying the duels as much as I do. We're gonna have the leave the duel room comment. That has to happen. So I've done it early then. Ah, shit. Alright, so they're already in the table. Let me just join them. They're having the duel. Grimjo still on the bottom, and on top we're gonna have Xanxus going with Aigami. That is going to be Shiranui. Shiranui because there's level augmentation on Aigami. So let's see. 24 cards. Alright, so Shiranui combo is it. He gets the first turn. That is not going to be the same at all. Okay, so Solitaire attributes gets tuner. Only one card face down. Only one, but is it going to be enough, that one card? We have so far the Scrap Recycler using its effect, probably sending a Solstice near, but if he has it in the hand, he's gonna want to get a Thizern. Most cases. Alright, so he has sent a Smiter in the grave. Okay, going for the early synchro, very good for him. So now he has the Brionac, which I did expect, because he could have gone maybe for a Coral Dragon, just in case he has the monster destroyed by the Ballista or sent to the grave. It is still a nice +1 that happens. Sends one card and is going to try to touch the tuner, which gets sent back to the hand. One card set. Sort of similar here. It pays off, the attack passes through. I'm really sorry if I'm doing a lack of commentary, I'm just doing a lot of stuff at the same time. It's gonna happen. now I'm seeing the field. So Xanxus has 4 cards. The Cosmic Cyclone banished the Critical Impact, which it might mean he has a way to come back. If he has the Squire, that would be good, but I don't think he has it. But maybe he has it. Let's see what Xanxus has as an opening. This is really going to matter if he wants to give a point for his team and also get rid of the Crystron from Grimjo, which so far has been doing nasty stuff. He's gonna have Spirit Master, still very good. Whoa! Oh, that is going to be nice. That is going to be nice. Now he gets a nice Squire Saga from the good old times. He's gonna have to banish Spirit Master, or he can go. He could be very cheeky and go for Solitaire because it's special summoning the level 3. He is doing so, I can't believe. Destroys the Yumi because it's the only thing he can. He has the level 3 back. Now he's going to be pulling yet again another Synchro. It's going to be some Saga, of course. And I think he's going to want to use the effect. He does. Brionac Destruction. And I do think he has to end the turn by just attacking. Grimjo with 500 life points cannot do any Cosmic Cyclone, so he's gonna have to play with the monsters most of the time. He also has a Coral Dragon that will sort of help him, but Brionac getting destroyed, that is no good. Alright, so this is still the first turn for Grimjo. Yeah, so far Infinity, they still have done a lot of nice wins, but Grimjo so far has done the same streak of 4-0. So now we'll see if Xanxus is able to get rid of Grimjo. This is going to be very important for Infinity if they want to get the first win. Really tough for them. Okay, well, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you enjoyed the duel so far. Because here for me, what matters are the duels as well as the players and also the teams. Anyways, Genex Undyne that gets summoned, sending the Solfifnir to the grave. And now he's using Solfifnir. Oh, it gets Caton. Is it going to chain well or not? We'll see what happens. Well, I think it does because it doesn't have any Cosmic Cyclone yet. Or even if he did, he has no life points to do so. Combos being blocked. Xanxus is now able to get the win. But of course, before the win, never be greedy. Make sure that you're able to do plays, and otherwise, well, Xanxus is very confident getting the win. And the streak has been stopped. Gonna be the first victory, the first win. Sorry, the first point of Xanxus. Now we're gonna have to see the second deck of Grimjo. The pace is gonna probably change, and the other thing is we may be seeing another victory by Xanxus, but of course it does depend on what Grimjo is bringing.
Duel!
And that is going to be a mirror match. Unbelievable. Mirror match Shiranui combo. Oh la la. Mirror match with the Shiranui combo happening right now. Good opening by Grimjo, having 2 backer, having the Sun Saga as well. Let's see how Xansus is going to be dealing with this monster. That actually is huge. First of all, Cosmic Cyclone, that is going to be targeting one of the cards. Is he targeting a nice one is the question. He banishes Kadon early. Let's see what is going to be the next card as well. 1 set. 2 set. Oof. No summon at all. Nothing. That is going to be quite big. So now Spectra Sports Spec goes on. Level 6 going on. Sends a Spirit Massive to the grave. He is looking super fine. Grimjo is looking so fine in this position. Alright, so Gozuki's effect is going on, where he's going to be sending the tuner to the grave, as there's no point to get a tuner to your hand, especially with the fact that he has 3 big monsters. And I think Xanxus is also having enough to just defend himself, I guess. So we'll see. He decides to go for Cyclone Spirit Master Banish. Well, not Banish, sent to the grave. Karma Cut is going to be chaining after receiving one of the attacks. And has a Shiranui story, he's gonna be able to bring, I think he's gonna be bringing the tuna. And he sadly has to do this for the sake of the defense. And I don't think he has a tuner. If I check the grave, he has only level 4. Oh man, that was a huge break for him. That was a huge break for him. Ends the turn. There is answer by Grimjo with one of the spells and traps. Velocity is activating the effect. Alright. Decides to send a Solitaire. Well, actually, if he has Kadon, that is going to be a tough deck, where he gets bad in Sunset. Nothing happens. Destroys the tuna. And is there something going? Sadly, nothing. Yet another point for SEM. Getting the good field, and that is going to be a 5-1 going on by Grimjo. That is nuts. So first loss for Xanxus, who is going to be forced to go for his last deck. And it's going to have to be something that at least counter the deck from Grimjo, which is a Shiranui combo. Alright, so SEM is very close to victory. They have 1 point left. Infinity have 3. The question is if they're going to be able to do something or not. Alright, so I'm gonna be preparing the next match as this is the last duel that is coming on. Potentially the last duel. Xanxus has one deck left. The last deck of his team. SEM has Olaka, who hasn't played yet. Grimjo has been striking right now. 5-1. Gonna be checking if the player is in the table, and he is. Let me just remove the preparing next match. And whenever the two players are ready, I'm gonna be joining the spectate button. We'll see what's going to happen. And we'll also see what is the last deck from Xanxus. It's gonna be an Akiza Izitsuki.
Duel.
23 cards on Xanxus' side. He gets the first turn. And it's not even balanced, so... I'm intrigued to see what is the deck. Oh, okay, Lightsworn, so that is going to be Thunder Dragon. Last deck from Xanxus. Ah, yeah. Only Raiden and ends with this. Well, I believe Shiranui combo doesn't have like a true way to do lethal on this turn, I guess. I think they're sort of fine, but it's not going to be easy at all. So Gozuki has been summoned. Gozuki is going to be using the effect sends a squire to the graveyard. One cut set. Only one by Grimjo. And now Gozuki's effect is going to banish the squire. Special summon another Shiranui from the hand. And also he's going to have the squire's effect activate. Alright, we'll see what is going to be the choice of Grimjo. Which card does he want to special summon is the question. He's going to be special summoning Samurai. Oh wow, he almost has lethal. I cannot believe this. Wow. Oh my goodness. There's timing from someone. It's going to be a Temperance. Alright, so Xanxus is still safe. He has 2,500 life points. So we know he's playing Thunder Dragon. I will also show the graveyard. This is going to be the graveyard that he built. He got Psychic Wilder Scent, Thunder Dragon Roar, the Melody of Awakening Dragon, and Thunder Dragon Dark. So he has quite some stuff he can play around with these two, but then the other cards is quite a bit sad to have them in the graveyard. Levianeer! Alright, Levianeer banishing one light monster and two dark monster. And not only that, but Dragon Roar, Dragon Dark are also gonna have the effect working on. So let's see what goes on. There's going to be Ballista Squad going on. And he decides to tribute the Squires. Okay, that was very good. Uses early the effect. So now he gets the Dragon Duo. Dragon Duo by the effect of the Levianeer. Actually, the 3 costs he banished. Light and Dark. Okay, the effect wasn't used yet. Okay, so now the thing is he has a special summon Dragon Hawk in defense position. He also has Dragon Duo that he is going to be able to special summon in an attack, which is going to be a free attack. But that is if he has, I think, a Dark and Light. So he's gonna have it. It's still fine, he can do the Dragon Duo right now. He hasn't even Tribute summoned yet. So if he has anything, it's going to be absolutely fine. So far we're in the turn of Grimshaw, who has drawn a card using the effect of Squire. There's Solitaire that is sent to the grave. Special summons Dragon Duo. Oh, that is going to be lethal. He can also use the effect of Aloof Repeat. Absolutely confident. Doesn't even use the effect of Aloof Repeat. That is going to be lethal, getting rid of Grimshaw. Xanxus trying to make a comeback, getting the 8th point. But it is not over yet. There's still one player to come against. There's going to be Ulako. So I'm putting the name in advance. And now I'm going to be modifying the records of the players. So Xanxus was at the bottom. Then here, Grimshaw getting the 2nd loss. Alright. Xanxus trying to resist. He's playing Thunder Dragon as well. Of course using the Lightsworn engine. I have to wish good luck to Infinity. Especially since they're gonna be looking for a win at least. But SEM is also gonna be looking for good results, especially with how Team Wars is currently. I think there's like a lot of new teams that joined. New rosters as well for each of the teams. A lot of stuff changed. Alright, so far I'm waiting for the player to join the table. He's obviously Ulako. Okay, so the player has joined the room, and I'm just going to be waiting for both of them to be ready on the table, and then we're going to be watching their duel. Alright, so they're already in the duel. I'm gonna have to catch them up. Ulako is going to be on the bottom, and we're gonna have on top Xanxus. And now that Yusei Fudo on the table.
Duel!
Alright, so getting the first turn, he was able to discharge of the Light Brigade. He has the 3 Thunder Dragons, and actually different ones. He got the Dragon Dark, he got the Dragon Hawk, and Dragon Roar. He decides to end the turn after doing Lumina, taking the risk to see what deck his opponent is playing, which is going to be another Shiranui. So let's see who is this going to go for Xanxus. Shogun Saga is going to be special summon. I think he's gonna be looking for a counter. So. No, he discards Gozuki. Gozuki banishes the tuner. Special summons the Solitaire. And Solitaire is gonna tribute itself. I think, or not. Well, he could technically, but is it worth going for an early Lumina Destruction? I don't know. Otherwise, yeah, he's not doing the synchro. Oh wow, no Temperance saving him this time. And that is going to be the end of the war. Olaku takes the win for his team. And that is going to be 10-8. 10 for SEM and 8 for Infinity. What a solid war. Well, GG's to everyone, to both teams. SEM is going to be the winner for today's war. Wow. Alright, so this is all going to be the last results. These are the scores of all the players here. And yeah, I think that is going to be the end for the stream. I'm gonna see who I'm going to be rating. But for anyone who has been here, thank you very much. I don't know who I'm going to be rating, so I'm gonna be taking my time as well. But if you want me to rate more Team Wars, I'm probably going to do so. But I think knowing you guys, you go in there usually. So I'm just gonna check everybody right now. You know what? I want to do maybe raid PDS. I don't think I rate him so much. Otherwise, we can go for Jan Stranger. Well, I'm gonna make the choice because I know nobody's talking. You guys are busy. I know you guys are also like with work. So I'm gonna be rating Jan Stranger. Alright, let's go for that. Thank you yet again for watching the war, and big up for both teams yet again. But I have to wish good luck for Infinity, because I know they're going to be looking for a win the next week. It must have been really tough for them. But we'll see how they do. I think Infinity really has the potential. They did very close war yet again. You can see they have 8 points against SEM, and I think it means a lot. So yeah, sending you guys for another Team Wars, and I'll tell you guys, see you next time. Oh my god, I speak so bad. See you next time, guys.